teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Miami's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rid of it on the RPO. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down to the air. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush four guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Let's see what they have in the bag on third and short from their own 18. Hits inside. It's Compton. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive, and see what this offense does today.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Pulls it. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Got it, looking for the first down. Oh, he got loose. At the 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Rush is on. He's going for it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Smith wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Bear. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking. He's going to take off. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quick give. It's Pringle. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Now on the move. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern.
Open field on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Left side is rocking. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Canes have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Buying time to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They want to throw it. Turns up, it's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. Fighting off the defender. At the 35, he's loose. Sprinting away. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he makes the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man downfield. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way to...
He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch down the right side. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. This quarterback part of their running game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Second down, going to throw it. Rolls right. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you...
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Trying to establish the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. We've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Motion from the back. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Way off target there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. It's complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeps it on the ground. Turning it on. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Smith dropping to pass. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Hand it to the back. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 19 team, the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Bobcats with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith wants to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they pumped this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Running inside. It's Pringle. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, the defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
The Duck offense to get the drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Smith dropping to pass.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. A run for the quarterback. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Turns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Makes the grab in their space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that is Interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The handoff. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Smith. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Compton. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. Run ends there.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Might as well run him again. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Canes will hustle to the line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's got it inside the 30. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught on the left sideline. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Williams. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami! No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Williams. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed some positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Long way to go on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. They're all over him. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Williams will pass. Look out. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
And down he goes. The protection good for a while. It broke down, and he could not get away. And the Canes want to move quickly.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Canes! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Here comes the 2-point try. They're going to run it. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfect.